Seated. Ms. Gold?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here on the State of Ohio versus Angela Shaw, case number 23CR330. The defendant is present with counsel Conchetta Ragazione, and we are here today on the state's motion to terminate intervention in lieu of conviction.
The warrant was issued for January 20th urine sample tested positive for marijuana, and February 3rd sample tested positive for marijuana. Ms. Ragazione?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Shaw regarding her right to have both a preliminary hearing as well as a final hearing on this matter. She has indicated that she will waive those hearings. She will admit to the violation, and she does wish to be heard as to sentencing.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Shaw?
Yes,
What's your plea to the violation?
guilty.
Accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. So what seems to be the problem?
Since I left your courtroom, I haven't had any bad tests in 2.5 years. The nursing board, 2 years suspension, that was over last year. And what happened is it was a mistake in my judgment from taking something that I didn't know, and I should know because of my nursing background, but I didn't know that it contained marijuana. I've never smoked marijuana, never. But I had CBD, and I didn't know that that had THC in it, and that's I'm guilty of that, but I didn't know. And I've never had a bad test through signature, through the nursing board, no bad urine tests, and the nursing board was 2 years random, and that was over last year in January. I go to a lot of AA meetings right there at the church over there. I go to Night and Day Club every day at 4 o'clock. I just got a part-time job, and I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I filed for disability because I have to have a neck surgery, a spinal surgery.
For what?
I have 3 herniated discs that's compressed on my spinal column and my neck, and they want to take those out and fuse 3 cadaver discs, and I have to have a left hip replacement. So I filed for disability back in August, and I just spoke to them before coming here, and they said I could have had an answer in 1 to 3 months, but the paperwork didn't leave the person's desk, so now they're on top of it. And I just got this part-time job. And I help a lot of people with AA. I go to 4 o'clock meetings, and some days I go to 3. Like after that meeting, I go to other meetings.
So where are you getting these gummies from?
My cousins came in, they had a bag on my next to my recliner, and she said they were CBD calm gummies. And I didn't think anything of it.
What's CBD?
It's like it's in the grocery stores, like they have it in type of rubs, ointment, but what I took was CBD gummies. It's not illegal because they sell it in the grocery stores. It's just my stupid mistake of being on probation and I wasn't even thinking, because I thought it's not, I didn't think it was I didn't think they were illegal because they had them at grocery stores. And then I didn't know THC was in them. And
What's the difference between CBD and THC?
well, THC is marijuana.
What's CBD?
I'm not sure of the compounds in it, but just from what I thought that it's not marijuana. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I'm informed now that it has THC in it from this test coming up, but I've never smoked marijuana and I would never touch
Well,
anything.
Marijuana comes in all kinds of forms,
I wouldn't touch anything, ever.
one of which is what you took. So, do you know your cousin to be a user of drugs?
Not marijuana.
What? What kind of drugs?
They just told me it was CBD. I mean, sometimes they drink. I don't even drink. I've never known them to smoke marijuana. I mean, but I'm not out of town with them, but I don't know them to smoke marijuana. But I know they drink sometimes at functions, but I don't even do that.
All right, so you tested positive January 20th. Did you have a discussion with Ms. Randazzo about that?
Yes,
And what was that discussion?
She said that, she called and said that you tested positive
Okay.
for THC, and that she asked me how, and I told her it had to be CBD, and she said, well, all that stuff, you can't touch that. I
Okay.
mean, she said you can't be putting that type of, stuff in your body. And I explained I didn't know that it had THC in it.
All right, so then you came back in a couple of weeks and tested positive again, right?
Yes, I did, but I took the CBD gummies that was left. It was like 3 left, or 3 or 4.
Well, why would you do that if you knew that you tested positive the first time?
Because I didn't know that they were, I didn't know that they were illegal. It's like stupidity. I didn't know they were.
The question is not whether it's legal or not legal. The question is whether you are permitted to take them, regardless of whether they're legal. And you were told after the first test that you couldn't take those, right? By Ms. Randazzo, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
told
so-
her how.
So then why did you take them again after that?
I was just getting stupid, getting rid of them. I could
Well,
have
you didn't
just
get rid of
thrown
them
them
by
out.
throwing them in the
I
garbage.
could have just flushed them down the toilet.
Okay. Well, why didn't you? After you were told that this is a violation. Now, she didn't violate you on that one, right? She told you she was gonna let that go and just to knock it off, right? So why did you tempt fate that landed you here in jail by doing that again?
Stupid. Like, I mean,
Well, you gotta be smarter than that.
I should be, with 23 years of nursing, I should be smart, but, Your Honor, I would never touch CBD anything again if given the opportunity.
Well, if you do,
I
I mean,
wouldn't.
if I terminate you, then there's a lot of time in prison that's in the mix.
I wouldn't.
Well,
I mean, I promise I won't. And I want to apologize also to Ms. Randazzo, because I just want to apologize because I was getting kind of heated, and I'm not a disrespectful person, but I wanted to.
Why were you getting heated?
Because everything was happening so fast, like I was told to sit down, then a man came and took me away, and I was like crying hysterically, and she kind of felt I kind of disrespected her, maybe in a sense, by not listening to her message, and I came right after I got off work.
Okay,
And
well, the problem, see, the problem is that had you, after the first discussion with her, had you not taken them again, you wouldn't be here right now. You'd be back on track to complete your intervention. So the problem is that you initiated that contact again by taking those again.
I wouldn't touch anything else, sir.
Well, but that's why you're here, okay? That's why you got a little bit heated, because you didn't like the consequences of your action when you took them the second time. So that's got nothing to do with her.
No,
It's got everything to do with you.
Correct. I just wanted to apologize for her, to her.
Now, what, are you done with your IOP and aftercare at Signature?
I finished that in 2023 of November.
All right, so what are you doing now?
I go to the meetings. I help new people that's going to AA meetings. I work at Blue Moon Estate Sales. Every week we're at a different location. And like if people pass away or something, and we situate everything in the home to sell. And then Friday and Saturday there's the actual sale. And I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All right.
And I go to a lot of meetings constantly, or like every day.
Are you prescribed any medication right now?
I'm on blood pressure medication, gabapentin.
What's the gabapentin for?
The nervous system for my neck.
Okay. What else you take?
Lexapro for depression. Tizanidine to try to help me rest. And they have me prescribed Oxycodone 5 milligrams because the disc in my neck is compressed on the spinal column, and there is a current script. But
Okay.
if I had a surgery, I won't.
All right. Stay away from the pot.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to deny the motion to terminate. I'm going to keep you on intervention. 6 days in jail with credit for 6. And then you're to continue on with all the terms that of the plan that I placed you on
Yes.
that have not yet been completed. You understand that?
Yes, yes, sir.
And the goal here is to eventually successfully complete the plan so you don't get a conviction for all these drug offenses.
Yes, sir.
So whether you believe it or not all the time, or some of the time, or none of the time, she's trying to help you do that.
I know.
And if you have any doubt about that, she didn't report you as a violation the first time you did it. Now, she talked to me about it, and I said, don't violate her, but she took the step to call me, trying to help you.
I understand that.
So accept the help.
I'm sorry.
Anything further, Ms. Gold?
No, Your Honor, thank
Ms.
you.
Regazio,
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Randazzo.
Nothing further, Your Honor.